Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. You know how we're always digging into the latest trends, and today,
Today we're going where the cool kids hang out. The metaverse.
haha, yeah, exactly. But it's more than just a hangout, right? I mean, we're diving into this whole intersection of music, tech, and community building.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got a real trailblazer to guide us through it. A musician and entrepreneur who's basically building their own corner of the metaverse.
Okay, so let's set the stage. We've got some background on their career, stories from folks who've actually attended their metaverse events, and even some info about how they're using cryptocurrency.
Buckle up because it's a wild ride. We're talking about a blend of nostalgia and cutting-edge technology.
Yeah, and this musician, they're not just dipping their toes in the metaverse.
Mm.
We're talking serious commitment.
Like over 20 albums kind of commitment?
Whoa, over 20 albums.
Yep, and not just any albums. This is someone who's been recognized by Billboard for their songwriting skills. Wow, so we're dealing with a real pro here. Not just some metaverse tourist. This is someone who knows music inside and out.
Exactly. And they're bringing all that experience to this new world. I think that's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
I totally agree. Okay, so tell me more about these metaverse events. What are they like?
So they host this series called Stilo World Super Wednesdays.
Stilo World Super Wednesdays. That's quite a name.
Catchy, right.
Yeah.
And get this, they've been running these events every single week for over 2.5 years. That's like 140 weeks straight.
Wow. My Wednesday nights are usually spent on the couch catching up on shows. 140 weeks is a pretty intense commitment. I mean, what does that tell us about these events?
Well, for one, it shows just how engaging and captivating they are. The metaverse is constantly changing, new trends popping up all the time.
Yeah, it's like the Wild West out there. Trends come and go in a flash.
Exactly. So to maintain a strong community for over 2 years, you have to be doing something really special.
You're right. That's almost unheard of in the metaverse. So what makes these events so special? Fill me in.
Well, we got some firsthand accounts, and let me tell you, they are fascinating. One attendee described this surreal experience of watching the metaverse unfold before their very eyes.
Okay, hold on. Paint me a picture. What did they actually see?
They talked about seeing people doing jumps on jet skis in this virtual world, all while listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
And the music, apparently, is perfectly crafted for this digital environment.
Hold on, let me get this straight. You're telling me people are attending these events, jamming out to music, and watching others pull off insane stunts on jet skis, all virtually.
All virtually. And it sounds like it creates this incredible sense of shared experience, even though people are physically in different locations, possibly even countries.
I can see how that would be super appealing, breaking down physical barriers, experiencing things you couldn't in the real world. Have you ever been to a virtual event like that?
I have, and it's really mind-bending. It truly blurs the lines between what's real and what's virtual. You could be at home in your pajamas, but in the metaverse, you're hanging out with people, listening to music, maybe even riding jet skis yourself.
It sounds like a total escape from reality in the best way possible.
Exactly. And this attendee, they specifically mentioned how well the music fit the whole vibe. It's like it was made for the digital world.
That's interesting. Do you think there's a particular type of music that works best in the metaverse? Or is it more about how the music is integrated into the experience?
It's probably a bit of both. Maybe certain tempos or the use of electronic sounds add to that immersive feeling. But yeah, I think the key is how the music interacts with the virtual world itself.
I'm thinking, like, what if the music changes as you move through different areas? Or maybe it reacts to your actions, like if you're dancing or riding that jet ski we talked about.
Exactly. It adds another dimension to the whole experience.
I'm picturing those old video games where the music would change when you entered a new area. This takes that concept to a whole new level.
Right. And then you have that real world element too, like this one attendee who mentioned buying a hoodie at one of the events.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. Apparently, it came with an NFC chip that activated during the virtual event.
It's wild, right? Blending the physical and digital like that, you're wearing a real world item that connects you to this virtual experience.
It's almost like having a souvenir from a virtual vacation. But what do you make of that from a branding perspective?
From a branding standpoint, it's genius. It creates this tangible link to the virtual world, makes people feel like they belong to something exclusive. It's not just attending an event, it's becoming part of a community. And you know what else fosters a strong sense of community?
Let me guess. Shared financial interests.
You got it. And that's where the Stilo token comes into play.
Ah, yes, the cryptocurrency piece of the puzzle. I knew we'd get there eventually. Our sources mentioned this musician created their own Style token, adding a whole financial layer to these events.
And this is where things get even more interesting.
I'll be honest, the whole cryptocurrency world still feels a bit like the Wild West to me. Can you break it down for us simple folk? How does this token work?
Sure. Think of it as digital money specifically designed for their metaverse events. Attendees earn and spend these Stalo tokens within the event. It's like a loyalty program, but on the blockchain.
So instead of earning points for free coffee, you're earning tokens you can use in the metaverse.
Exactly. It's a practical application for cryptocurrency. It also connects the musician with a whole community of crypto enthusiasts.
That's pretty clever. It's like they're building their own little economy within the metaverse. And remember those Ethereum and Polygon blockchain things our sources mentioned? How do those fit in?
Oh, those are key too. The musician has put some of their music directly on the Ethereum blockchain. Think of Ethereum like a giant, decentralized digital marketplace.
So people can buy and sell this music directly on Ethereum.
Exactly. And then there are these Polygon blockchain collectibles on the musician's website, like intimate photos from 2018, but in digital form.
Wait, intimate photos from 2018?
You heard right. But don't worry, it's all above board. These photos are probably NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Think of an NFT like a one-of-a-kind digital trading card. Owning the NFT means you own that specific piece of digital content.
Wow, that's wild. So people can actually own a unique piece of this musician's history.
That's the idea. It's another way this musician is blurring the lines between the physical and digital, giving fans a whole new way to connect with their music.
We've got music, technology, community, finance, and NFTs. It's like they've created their own little universe.
Oh, and one attendee mentioned hopping in a VR headset, taking a virtual helicopter ride with a friend, and just soaring over this whole virtual festival, seeing everyone dancing down below.
It's amazing, right? That's what gets me excited about the metaverse. The possibilities for creative expression and interaction are endless. We're only seeing the tip of the iceberg here.
It's mind-blowing. And this musician isn't just riding the wave of the metaverse, they're actively shaping it.
Absolutely. It's innovative, it's community-driven, and it's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. It really makes you think, if this is happening now, what will the future of entertainment and social interaction look like? How will the metaverse change the way we connect with music and each other?
Those are some big questions, and there are no easy answers. But what we're seeing here offers a glimpse into what could be. So as you keep exploring the metaverse, keep this musician's approach in mind. They've created something truly special.
I couldn't have said it better myself. What a deep dive. Join us next time when we explore. Well, who knows what we'll uncover next in this crazy world.
Until then.
See ya!